Hi, readers and book enthusiasts. Welcome to Reader's Magnet featured author interview. I am Trish, and I will be your host for today's session. We are currently live in Reader's Magnet Twitter, YouTube, and Facebook page. If you don't want to miss any helpful and interesting insights about our author and their books, make sure to hit subscribe and enjoy the rest of the show. Today, I'm so elated to meet and greet our featured author who finds pride and joy in his creative works, an incredible guy who loves anime and manga, but loves villains and more than heroes. Let's welcome the author of the book Soul Exchange, Clarence Causby. Hey,
Hi,
Clarence,
everybody.
welcome
Hey,
to the show.
thank you, Trish. How are you doing today? Hey, everybody. How's everybody doing?
I'm wonderful, Clarence. I believe you are too. Thank you so much for being on the show. We'd love to hear and see you and discuss things about your book. Can you tell us about you first, please?
Sure. I'm 43 years old. I never knew what my niche was. I didn't know what I wanted to do. I wanted to be a professional wrestler, wanted to be an undertaker, wanted to be a chef, wanted to be whatever. And then I'm just like, yeah, no, I'm good. And all of a sudden, like, I started writing. I'm like, ooh, I love writing. So that's what I love to do more, pretty much more than anything. Especially like on my free time, whenever I get a chance, I just love to write. Because I'm currently working on a few more books now, even as we speak.
Ooh. Interesting, interesting. I so love when you said you are a man of many hobbits. Just a regular guy who happens to have so much passion about things. As someone who's been writing books and very interested with a lot of things, Clarence, I'd like to know, where do you get these ideas?
So with books like Soul Exchange here, Soul Exchange, my book Talking to the Devil, my book Armageddon, those were all like inspired by God because like usually if you have like thoughts and everything, you're like whatever, like there's just thoughts. Like I just can't get rid of those thoughts, and then all of a sudden,
Mm-hmm.
as soon as I start writing, I'm like okay, then the thoughts like leave. So like with those three books, they all came by God. The Erebus the Ranger, the one that I did, that was from like playing like a game. And I kind of got like ideas from that.
Mm-hmm.
The fifth book that I finished writing, that I still got to get published. The sixth one that I'm currently working on, and the seventh book that I'm will be starting, are all heavily inspired by anime and
Yeah.
everything. So
Oh,
those will be like kind of like light
okay.
novels all, and like anytime you watch the anime with a little bit or a lot, you're gonna understand everything that's going on in the anime.
Interesting, interesting. Can you tell us more about your book Soul Exchange, please?
Sure. So it's about like this young guy called Xavier Townsend. Basically, he just wants like the dream of helping out his mom, helping out his relatives.
Mm-hmm.
Wants to have a girlfriend, wants to have like a successful life, to do all that kind of things. And
Uh-huh.
so he had like a really rough upbringing where he was like abused. His mom was abused by his father. So he goes off to college. He meets this girl that he falls in love with, and then he meets his friend. And so you find out he gets asked the question, would you do anything, to accomplish your dreams? He said, yeah, I would. Why not? He
Mm,
goes, are you sure? You really said you did. You would do anything? He's like, yeah, of course I would do anything. He goes, okay. So he's like, well, would you sell your soul? He's like, whatever. He just think that he's really joking. He's like, I'm not about that. Whatever. He's like, and the
yeah.
person who's talking to him is like, no, I'm dead serious. Would you sell your soul? And he's like, yeah, I would sell my soul. So he sells
Mhm.
his soul. So then he starts seeing like weird, like demonic, like things like that starts happening to him. His whole life
Mhm.
turns upside down, roller coaster. He gets into a whole bunch of craziness and everything. So mind you, even though it's kind of like religious, it's not like your typical like just like streamline thing. It's like a roller coaster going up and down where like crazy. It's like tons of action in there, tons of craziness in
Mhm.
there. So you won't be bored. There's a lot of twists and turns that happen within the book.
Absolutely. I so love the story. Can you show us a copy of the book, please?
Absolutely. Oh,
There you
sorry.
go.
There you
There,
go. There you go.
there you go, guys. Where can we buy a copy of your book, Clarence?
The book right now, 'cause since it is going to get republished, right now you can still buy it off of Amazon.com, but when it gets republished, it'll be on Barnes and Nobles and Amazon.com. You'll be able to buy it and on the Reader's Magnet website.
Perfect, perfect. So the book's going to be available very, very soon for the second edition of it. At the same time, I know you've been writing books, Clarence, for quite some time now. When did you start it?
Ooh, that was so when I very first started. I was about maybe like 10 years ago. I started it, and so I
10
wanted to
years
write
ago.
it. Yeah, so I wanted, so I kind of like started, got it to like I was still in like the first chapter, and then
Uh-huh.
I just stopped for a few years, and then like I hated the job that I was at, and I'm like, screw this job, I don't want this job anymore. Like I want to write, where I can make money, like J.K. Rowling, like Stephen King, and all that. I'm like, I'm gonna write, and I
Yeah.
can get like tons of money. So I think it was took me maybe about like a month, like 1 month to 2 months, just like to pick right back up where I started from, and then just complete the whole book. So it took me, I think, about like 1 to 2 months.
Wow. So interesting. So lovely to hear that. Now, I'd like to know and to ask you, Clarence, what advice would you like to give to some other aspiring fiction authors out there?
So don't think you're gonna make money quick. Don't think that at all. Always make sure you always have time to write. Even though if you like to hang out with your friends, or
Mm-hmm.
you just stay at home, make sure you always make time to write when it's convenient for you. But also, like my mom always told me, write when you feel like writing. Don't write when you don't. Like don't do anything that you're not really feeling at the moment. Because I try to write when I'm not feeling it, and I don't even put a word down. I'm just like whatever. But like it was, matter of fact, it was last week, last Tuesday or so. I'm just like, nope, I'm feeling this right now. Like, I need to start on it. So I started my vacation Thursday, and I've been writing like
Mm-hmm.
ever since, and I'm almost finished with the sixth book. So yeah, so just write, when you feel like led, when you really feel that motivation to write, and take
Mm-hmm.
some time, take some breaks and everything. Don't force yourself to it. Always, and trust me, it's very hard to say, but stay positive and everything. Always look
Stay
for
positive. Mm-hmm.
people that will like always help you, motivate you, encourage you, will help push your books for you and everything like that. And like even when you come, because even when you, if you want, you can even email me at my Clarence Causby Books at gmail.com. Even if you want to ask me questions or anything like that, like I'll help push your books for you and everything on my Instagram, on my Facebook site, like whatever. Like, I'm always willing to like encourage somebody and willing to like help push them to do, because like trust me, I know it's hard. It's not like, oh, I'm gonna make music, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, I'm gonna make money. Yeah, no, it doesn't work like that. Trust me, it does not.
Right, right. Right, right. Well, there's so many platforms where your readers and avid fans can reach your Clarence, and I'm very happy that you're open and reachable to that
Absolutely.
idea. Can you invite your readers to purchase a copy of your book now?
Oh yes, absolutely. If you go to Reader's Magnet website, and Barnes and Nobles and Amazon.com, you will be able to get, well, from at least from like all three of those sites. You can get Erebus the Ranger, you can get Armageddon, you can get Talking to the Devil. As of right now, until Soul Exchange like actually gets republished, as of right
Mm-hmm.
now, you can only get it on Amazon.com, at least for right now, before like, that gets taken down. But for right now, you can get it on Amazon. But when it like comes out and republished again, because you'll be able to get it all over.
Absolutely. Clarence, it's so nice to have your presence on the show. I so love your energy and your
Thank you
spirit,
so much.
and I'm looking forward to have you on the Festival of Storytellers. I will be watching you, okay?
Absolutely, I appreciate that. Thank you so much. It was a joy talking to you.
Thank you so much. Again, this is Clarence Cosby, author of the book Souls Exchange. Thank you so much, guys, for watching. Enjoy the rest of your day and happy Thanksgiving.
Take care, guys.
Bye
Happy
for now.
Thanksgiving.
Bye. Thank you so much, Clarence.
Thanks. Bye. Take care.
Yes.